What's up, y'all? Time to get some work in. All right, today is an upper workout. Let's see what I'm starting with. Incline bench. All right, last week I did, let's see if this thing load. All right, I'm still working on completing a full set, a full session at a new weight. So 135. I got to get my micro plates out. All right, so I'm adding the micro plates. That is adding 5 pounds on each one because this machine only goes up by 10 pounds at a time. Guys, it's a new year. What are you guys doing to get your year kicked off? What did I do there? 30? Yeah, 30. Get a warm-up set in. Maybe 2. Eight. I want to try to get that 3 sets of 10 into that 4 sets. Try to go for 4 sets of 10 at least as progress. Drop this down a little bit. Little warm-up set. Just let the body know what's getting ready to happen. I get it off for the nookie. The nookie. You could take that cookie and spit it up your ad. I'll get on here, see if I can see who's on. Say hi to anybody that joins the live. If you're on, guys, say hi. Let me know you're here. I can see you. I'll check in out to see if you have any questions about what I'm doing, about how I'm doing it, about anything you're going through, fitness, nutrition, any struggles you're having, trying to stay consistent, whatever it may be. As always, I'll start off by saying, well, maybe not as always, but maybe I should start by saying this workout is not carb fueled from a exogenous perspective. I do not eat carbs. I do not eat carbs specifically to exercise or to support my exercise. My carbs are 100% made by what is in my body. All right, so this is, let's see here. Oh, I totally forgot that this thing does have 5-pound increments, but it's only got 1 per stack. So I gotta do 2. Duh. Wait, so that means, hold on. My math is all messed up. So 130 is 65 and 65, and then, oh, that's right, because this is 2.5, not 5. I'm an idiot. These micro weights together are 2.5 pounds, not 5 pounds. It's 5 pounds total. So I'll drop that. I'll go there. Okay, good. All right, now we're good. I know what I'm doing now. Math is hard. You'll notice those were fast. I'm not trying to get the work in, I'm just trying to warm up. So this next set will be my first working set. That will be a little bit more controlled. And you'll see the difference. All right, so now we have my working weight. Womp womp. Michael, what's going on? Mike, you say that every single time you come on. It is like work. It is the very definition of work. The very definition of work. Force, was it force times mass equals distance? Or force times mass over distance equals work, something like that. All right, here we go, first set. Wait, where did my music go? I lost my music. Yeah, feeling it. All right, so I felt when I was coming in, I was getting my elbows out a little bit. I got to try to remember to keep my elbows in some. When you're pressing through this, you try to want to, the more you can keep your forearms in the direction that you're driving the energy, driving the force, the more you're going to, number one, be more efficient in the power you generate, but it's also going to keep your shoulders in a more stable position, right? If I go like this, then the shear angle, I'm trying to push this way, but I'm putting my elbows in a position that's supporting this way. So I'm actually going at an angle against the position that my shoulder is trying to go, if that makes any sense. So it's not efficient, and it puts an additional load at the wrong angle in my shoulders. So, are you guys taking your New Year's resolutions as small little steps forward? Do you have some big grandiose plans of things you're doing? What are you guys doing? Kind of the way I'm looking at my New Year's resolutions are just to keep doing what I'm doing. So one way to think about the New Year's is it's just another day. This is kind of how I look at vacations, holidays, special events, all these things, right? They're just another day. If my goal is I'm 51 years old and I plan on doing this until I die, any day, event, or benchmark on the calendar doesn't change where I want to be in the next 30 years. It's just another day, right? So if my goal is to always improve, and my goals for the next month, 3 months, 6 months, year, 5 years are whatever they are, then my New Year's resolution is to keep working on the goals that I already have, to keep working on getting better every day. So setting something new to start the year off, to me personally, it doesn't really work. To me, what that says is that I have not been working towards any specific goal, and that I now need to set a goal because I don't have one. And I do have one. I try to keep some kind of a goal in front of me most of the time. I don't like not having a goal. Set 2. Ooh, that was much better. It's crazy. Keep the elbows in. It just totally brings everything right into it. All right, 135. 1 and 2 down. All right, this next set, I need to get for 10, and that'll match last week. And then all I need is 9 on the one after that to beat last week. But I'll go for 10. I'm gonna shoot for the next set being at 10 as well. Oh, who we got on now? Let's see. Anybody else joined? Kimberly's on. What's up? Force times distance. Thanks, Mike. Force times distance. That's right. Force times distance. Speed is when you throw the time in there. For power, right? That's power is it force over time? Force times time? I forget. I still got, all these freaking formulas are just ridiculous. Like, for 99% of the time, for what I do with dealing with normal people, these performance formulas and stuff really don't mean anything. I'm not doing total work calculations in a workout for my clients. I'm not doing power or rate of force development calculations for my clients, right? I'm doing, are you able to get up and down off your floor today? That's the calculation that I do. You know, are you able to lift 5 pounds more this week than you were last week? That's how it works for me. It's kind of funny as I'm going through all of this training for the certified strength and conditioning specialist, all these different formulas that I have to learn. I'm just looking at these going, I get it for this, right? If I'm going in to become a strength and conditioning coach for a sports team or athletes or something like that, then those things are used a lot more often in that environment. But just to get that certification, to learn these things for that, and then probably never touch them again. It is what it is. All right, third set. All right, that was 3. Woo, feeling it. Yeah, boy. Right where I want to, too. Upper side of the chest. Upper top of the chest. Yes, sir. All right, so that matches last week. All I gotta do now is 10 more. Woo! Oh no, where did I leave my, tell me I didn't leave my, no, there it is. Guys, you know how I am if I don't have my salt tea. Salt tea, get salty, guys. I don't know if I can say that yet. I don't have anything official, but this workout fueled by salty. If you don't know what salty is, it's salt with a T, extra T at the end, salt with 2 T's. And it's a new electrolyte powder that Keto Chow just came out with. It's going to be its own brand. So Salt Tea will be its own thing. Keto Chow is its own thing. But for right now, you can get Salty on the Keto Chow website. I have a link in the description of this video. or all my other videos. I have a link tree that you can find. Oh, man. All right. Got to get 10. Got to get 10. All right, guys. If I don't make an ugly face, I'm not working hard enough. All right, you guys should be working so hard that you break your face. That's the goal. If your face doesn't break, you're not moving the weight. That almost rhymes. I got to think of a way to make that rhyme. Yes, sir. All right. 2 more reps than last week, but that's 4 full sets. All right, so I got 8 on this next one last week. I need to at least get 8 to keep that overall progression area under the curve where it needs to be. I should do a video on that. Progression area under the curve. How to explain that to, I have to get it on a whiteboard to show how that all works. But the idea that if I'm progressing on the 4th set where I get 2 extra reps, but then the 5th set, I get 2 less reps, not exactly, but essentially we're talking about the total amount of work equals what I did the week before, even though one of the sets was higher. So in order to extend that curve out, do 2 more reps, that bumps the curve out a little bit. If I need to maintain that last set at the same as the week before to keep it out there. If I go less, it brings the curve, it makes the curve more shallow or more acute, right? So the total area inside that curve is about the same. So technically it wouldn't be much more, it wouldn't be any more progress in total work done. Hope that makes sense. And remember, if I get to the point, we'll see if I can get 10. I don't think I'll be able to get 10 more. If I get 10 this week, I'll be super surprised. Like I could probably get it, but I'd be at like 95% effort. And I'm trying not to really go above 85, 90. 90 at the highest. I'd be at 95 or above to try to get 10 at this, I think. Unless it feels super good for some reason, and then, you know, I'll go for it. But the idea is maintain the level of effort as long as it's providing a stimulus to make your muscle grow, get good rest, come back and do that same level of effort, but because you've gotten enough rest and you stimulated growth before that rest, the work you can do is actually more at the same level of effort. So you don't need to change how hard you're working every workout. Just make sure you're working out hard enough and that you're resting enough. The next time you come back, you can do more work. I think we get caught up in this idea that you have to go harder every time, and that is not how it works. You want to lift more every time. That doesn't mean you have to work harder every time. It's a very, very difficult mindset to break. It took me the longest time to figure that out. And I had to figure it out with running. It took me a long time to realize that as I got better at running, I didn't feel like I had to work as hard to get the same distance in the same time, right? If it took me 10 minutes to run a mile, if I got really good at running a mile, the same level of effort of running, I could run 8.5 minute mile. I could run an 8 minute mile. I could run a 7.5 minute mile. But I didn't feel like I was running harder. I was just getting better at running, right? So the level of intensity never changed, but my performance got better. So it's the same thing at the gym. You don't have to work, you don't have to get super intense and hard in your workouts. Just be consistent, create a change, work out hard enough to stimulate muscle growth, and then rest. That's all it takes. Progressive overload is you want to be able to do more work each time, not that you have to work harder each time. Think about that. All right, last set. Yeah, I definitely wasn't getting 10. Whew, that's a good set, guys. That is a good session. 9. All right, that's progress. 3 total reps more this week than last week. And I'm pumped about it. Guys, think about that. I'm pumped about 3 reps. They add up. All right, we got close grip, underhanded lat pull downs next. Let's go have some fun. Yes, Michael, it is much cheaper than Element. It's like $12 per pack cheaper. And I like the flavor is a lot better too. All right, let's see how this works. There's somebody on the machine. Let's see how this is going to work. How many you got left, man? How many you got left? One more? All right. All right, while he's finishing up over there, I'll come over and warm up my shoulders a little bit. My shoulders are tight. My range of motion doing this has definitely gotten worse. It's not horrible, but I used to be able to get almost all the way up. Let's go, thanks. All right, let's see what I'm doing today. Gotta find the handlebars. All right, so so this is the second week at a new weight. If I do this okay, then I can go up next week. Yes, they have unflavored too. It's fantastical. All right, I'll call that a warm-up set. So when I'm doing those, I'm trying to think of activating back here, and I'm pulling from my elbow. I'm not pulling from here. I'm trying to keep my bicep so it doesn't get engaged as much as I can. All right, 5 sets of 12. These burn so much. These get me right back here. Feels like someone's taking a torch. And just scorching. Wall sits to prepare for Boston. All right, Michael, how do you do wall sits to prepare for Boston? Explain that to me. You mean just as part of your workout routine? Warming up for the actual race. Oh boy. Feel the burn. Feel the burn. Oh man. There is no way that Boston is a net downhill, dude. Are you serious? I've been to Boston to the course. I feel like it's all uphill. I mean, I guess if there's an uphill, it's got to be a downhill, but holy crap. I never would have thought it was a net downhill. What you should try. Have you ever done reverse walks on a treadmill? Or even better yet, reverse sled pull. So get a sled, whether you hold onto the rope or whether you strap it around your waist and just walk with the weight in front of you, walk backwards. It'll give you not just the resistance for the quads, but the actual movement. So a wall sit is great, but you're getting isometric work in one position, right? So if you do it while you're walking, that's going to be much closer to simulating what's going to happen while you run, particularly running downhill where your quads are active while your legs are moving. So I would highly recommend walking backwards on a treadmill uphill with an added incline, or getting a sled and doing reverse walks with a weighted sled in front of you. Ha 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 ha. Why do we do this to ourselves? Because it's fun. That's crazy that a course that has that much up and down is still like a net, what, 300 feet, you said? Or 300 meters. Either way, that's nothing for a course that's that long. That's craziness. What's that one stretch of the race called? Hell Hill or something like that? Was it like a mile straight up? Maybe longer than a mile straight up? All right, third set. I gotta put it in. All right, 2 down, 3 to go. Feel the burn, baby, feel the burn. Funny faces and jumping around because it's not comfortable. Ah, yeah. Oh, man. Good gosh. The Newton Hill, yeah. Hell Hill, that's what that's it, right? Hell Hill, I think they call it, something like that. Michael, I appreciate you tuning in on my workouts. I know running is much more your thing. Definitely not my thing. I don't know if you had a YouTube channel where you were recording your running, like you had a GoPro on your head or on your chest while you were running and talking about stuff. I don't know if I would have watched that. Just to be completely honest with you. It would make me feel like I'm running, and I don't like that feeling. I do not run that often, in case anybody's wondering. I used to run all the time. Whew, the burn. Something I do occasionally, but I'm going through a phase right now where most of my focus is on muscle building. And running a lot, running in general, isn't something that you need to do to build muscle. I'm already at a really good metabolic position as far as my overall conditioning. So it's one of those balance things, guys, right? There's quality of life issues and overall health. Once you get there, then that opens up a lot of doors because your focus can be a little bit more broad and you can jump around to different things, right? I'm not worried about healing. I'm not worried about getting into shape at this point. I've been in shape for a few years now. So that allows me the ability and the freedom to say, hey, you know what? Conditioning in general isn't something I want to worry about right now. I can do things physically if I need to, but I don't need to train for that specifically. I can, like when I do CrossFit is a broad range of things. High intensity, short burst work, hit in high intensity interval training, long endurance, gymnastics, weightlifting, powerlifting, kettlebells, all those different things, right? I did that for 10 years. Got to a point where, you know what? I don't feel like running, so I'm not gonna run. But I'm not losing a whole lot by doing that. I can focus on getting stronger, building muscle. Because I have that, what do you want to call it? I have the money in the bank account. I can start spending it in different places because I still have good health, so there's more money coming in. Right? If you think about your health like that, I'm still doing things from a lifestyle perspective that it's like I have passive income and I have enough money in the bank that I can do the things I want to do and spend money where I want to spend it with my health and fitness without really going into a deficit and owing something somewhere. I might think about that. That's a pretty good analogy. All right, last set. And that last set, I started feeling it in my biceps, right? I really want to try and keep pulling with my lats. I may put a note in here. Let's see how this last set goes. If this last set is all biceps, I may put a note in here to do the same weight again next week and try not to get biceps in that last set. See how it goes. Oh snap, you know what? I gotta go back and get my other clips. I left those clips on the other machine. We'll do this set, then we'll run back over there. I forgot my micro clips. Don't want anybody to steal those suckers. There was a lot of that in there.
I left because bro, I was going I literally.
All right, yeah. Definitely next week I'm using the same weight. And, oh boy. Actually, I might be doing dips and coming over here anyways. Let's see what I got next. It's either dips or... Yep, I left them here. Now if I can get them off, here we go. Definitely don't want anybody stealing these puppies. They ain't cheap. All right, what do we got next? All right, hold on, I gotta put that note in. Add comments. Do for one more week to get less biceps involved. Yeah, dude, that last set was like everything in here just lit up. And that is not what we're trying to do. Chest flies. Heartbreak Hill. That's it. Is that it? Heartbreak Hill? Something like that. Is that a movie? No, that's a bridge. What are we going to do here today? Today, guys. Going for a 5-pound jump. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, yeah. Too far. Trying to go way back here. That didn't work. Okay, that was definitely a jump. Ooh, daddy. Good gosh. You should see if anybody else is on Strava. Start like a Strava thing. The other people on there and start tracking each other, challenging each other. So now you can do that stuff on Strava. You can type it also like, can you create groups in Strava? Like create Coach Bronson's cardio or something like that. Coach Bronson. That'd be kind of cool to see. You can get on there and do something. I'd be totally down with that. I don't know if I would participate, but I'd be challenging myself. This is another one. When you pull it in, if you get your elbows out like this, when you pull, let's get your bicep right there, and your elbows moving to the ground, which is a key to that movement. It's just always kind of funny when it happens. From deadlifting. Hook grip squeezes the thumb. And callus there. Trying to get big moves. Coach Nat's over there doing herself. And Nat, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm just saying how much I want big booties. I'm just saying how much I want big booties. I'm trying to get big booties. I want big booties. I want to pop and hit you in the face from here. Guys, that fall down jump changed the last week that I did 5 pounds less than this, the last 2 weeks, it's easily been a 75 to 80, 75%, 85% effort, or 80% effort. No, this is easily 85, 90%. This last couple of reps work. See how it goes next week. You guys know I like to do 2 weeks in a row at the same week, but that second week, depending on how it goes, like I just did with the pull downs. Right? It was the second week of that weight on the pull downs, but because I was getting more bicep in it, and I'm trying to get it to my back, I'm going to do 3 weeks. So I can really feel like I'm getting the activation that I want for the entire workout. Just because I did the weight, I'm not looking for that, right? That's part of the progress. The other part of the progress is making sure you're consistently executing where you want to. I don't have that part yet, so I'm doing one more week before I add the weight. Technique, consistency, and improving the technique, improving the effort of stress and workout is also the way to gauge progress. It's not always about the reps. It's not always about weight. Oh, my sound went out.